Free mineral water to my grandmother, not because this was woman's work, mind you, but rather as a act of generosity to engender familial community.
Where's the pipe here?
And get out of the smoke. Familial community. And you should know that grandmother was not sick, but rather in full physical and mental health as a mature and capable adult, taking care of herself independently. So I set out through the woods. Now many people believe that this forest is a dangerous place and never set foot in it, but I was secure enough in my own budding sexuality that such obviously Freudian imagery did not Freudian imagery did not intimidate me.
This is what I left from her behind the tree and asked what was in the basket.
Hey, bitch, what's in the basket?
What's in the basket, bitch?
So I told him there were some helpful snacks for my grandmother.
You know, my dear, it isn't safe for a little girl to walk through these woods alone.
I find your sexist and condescending remark offensive in the extreme. But I will ignore it because of your status as an outcast from traditional society, the stress of which has caused you to develop your own entirely valid worldview. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be on my way.
Red Riding Hood continued along the more generally followed path, but as an outcast from traditional society, I was freed from slavish adherence to Western-style thinking, and so took a shortcut to Grandma's house, where I burst in and devoured her, which was an entirely valid course of action for a carnivore such as myself. Then, unhampered by rigid traditionalist notions, masculine or feminine, I put on Grandma's nightclothes and crawled into bed.
I arrived at the cottage. Grandma, I have brought you some fat, sodium, and fluoride-free organic snacks to salute you in your role as a wise and nurturing matriarch.
Come closer, child, that I may see you.
Oh, I forgot that you were as optically challenged as a bat. Grandma, what big eyes you have.
They have seen much and forgiven much, my dear.
Grandma, what a big nose you have, but attractive in its own right, of course.
It has smelled much and forgiven much, my dear.
Grandma, what big teeth you have.
I am happy with who I am and what I am, and left to devour. Left to devour.
No. I am happy. No, you're drunk. I'm happy with who I am and what I am, and I love to devour her. And so I screamed.
Her screams were heard by a passing tree.
But not because of the coyote's apparent tendency toward cross-dressing, but because of his willful invasion of my personal space.
Her screams were heard by a passing tree chopper person who burst into the cottage with an axe.
With the axe. Where's the axe, Wes? We need the axe. In the back of the truck.
What do you think you're doing?
The tree killer person just looked at us blankly with his axe raised, apparently too stunned for words.
Bursting in here like a Neanderthal, trusting your weapon to do your thinking for you. Sexist! Speciest! How dare you assume that women and coyotes can't solve their own problems without a man's help?
Upon hearing Red's impassioned speech, Grandma jumped out of my mouth, grabbed the average person's axe and cut his head off.
After suffering through this near-fatal wrongness together, Grandma, the coyote, and I discovered unity in our oppression and a commonality of purpose.
But which way am I? Am I Grandma, the coyote? My grandma.
That's worth 100 points.
Woo! Damn her. You get 100 points for that.